Hey all, Board Game Rants here. We'll find everything solo, tabletop gaming, and more. I have got a game called Monsterlands here, and I figured I'd just go over it real quick here, solo, so you can see what it's about, play a few rounds or so, not go over all the rules, but hopefully enough to give you a quick gist of what this game's all about. Here we go. Yeah. Looks like a lot to take in there. So ultimately what you got here is we're behind the walls of the Citadel, and we can stock up. We are trying to battle back the monsters. We've got this guy here, Warcors, and he has conquered the land of Aldan. And we're trying to get these lands back and conquer these monsters before they come marauding. So while we're behind the safety of the Citadel walls, what we have to do is a job, and that is build our clan up. We start off with this leader here and a mercenary here. Got these little tiles to denote that. We start off with 1 and 5. That is glory. And then this number has to do with the mercenaries that you hire, and that number can never be higher total than your glory. And I forget what red is, but I'll remember later. So we are going to be hiring. When we come up here and we look at the Citadel, these are actions that we can take. We're going to be rolling dice and placing them sort of a worker placement style on spaces to take actions. And this action allows us to buy traps that we can set to help us conquer monsters. Here we can get potions such as, well, there's only two, a healing potion and a poison potion. Here we can go to the tavern, the lounge, and hire more mercenaries. Over here, help us conquer things. Over here, we can buy shields, which help us keep us alive while we're battling monsters. Here, we can just trade in dice to just get money. Here, we can buy weapons and different items and stuff and attach them to our mercenaries to help us go and conquer stuff. And then lastly, here, we've got, we can just trade in red dice, basically, to get money going into the mines. And then over here, this is sort of the last bastion here. If the monster over here, if we try to attack it and we don't defeat it, it gets really ticked off and it comes around and starts attacking the Citadel. So that's where we make our stand there. We actually put our dice here that we're going to roll to attack the monster. And depending on which line you pick, you're going to get little goodies here to help you. And this is saying, oh, and if your guy happens to die, well, you still get some glory points. You still get something out of it. And up here, this is when we leave the Citadel and we take a mercenary or our leader and we go out and we'll put the little tab Dewey, like let's say I tracked one out here with Perkus. I put him right there, and then I put a bunch of die down here on this path. And that's going to help me either attack the monster. Yeah, I always have to take out the monster first before you can conquer its land. And so it goes from left to right in terms of player order. Well, and when you're playing solo, it's just going to go from left to right. You're going to actually have a little AI that you're going to have to go against, and that's going to be just these few little tiles and this couple dice. So pretty simple system. But anyway, you're going to have dice that you're going to be rolling to take out this monster in this land, and those will show up here, and they have to follow some prerequisites as denoted by this variable bar up here. So for instance, I have to put at least 4 red and or purple dice on these spots just to basically buy entry to go and try and take out this monster. And then whoever's left on the right hand side, if someone takes out the monster, then the other people get to go after the land and try and conquer the land. So let's just get right into it. You'll see how it kind of rolls. I'm going to plop myself down here. Got it. The red is reputation, the reputation of your mercenaries, and your reputation can never be higher than your glory. So when you purchase mercenaries, you're going to have this little red number you're going to have to look at, and you're going to have to keep track of that and make sure that as you add all your reputation of all your mercenaries, it never gets higher than your glory. You're going to get more glory when you take out monsters or lands. You can go over here. I don't even think I mentioned this. This is a little mission path. You can go over here and either go after this mission or this mission in kind of a similar fashion, but a little more straightforward. And then also too, if you go out and you do these things, but you don't manage to get anything for them, you get a little consolation prize. You can get to go get yourself a little treasure, which will help you on your future endeavors because the first one didn't pan out. So Over here we've got a solo scenario book, and I'll just play this first one. I've been playing this a little bit. I'm all the way up to tricky, and but you can play through the scenarios in order if you want. And so I'll just show you the very basic one, which has us basically playing normal rules and trying to maximize our victory points. But there's all sorts of cool little ways that'll modify it and challenge you to play a little differently each time. So I think that is very cool. So here we go. To get started, we always get to go first, and first you want to collect your dice that you get to roll. And so you look at your fellas here, and we can see we got up here too. This little area of the board looks just like this, but when you're playing solo, you don't have 2 sets of monsters and lands you're trying to conquer. So that's where I'm just decided to put all the dice there. So we get ourselves a red and a purple die. So I'll just put that there. And there, then you look at your board too, and depending on where your glory is at, you're going to get extra dice. So we're going to get 1 extra red, and then we look over here, and Corgo gives us a yellow. Now, whenever you get a yellow dice, these are mainly used to buy things. So you roll it right away, and we got ourselves a 2. Then you just put all your dice over here, and that's your pool that you have to work with this game, or this round, I should say. And there are 6 rounds to the game, as denoted by this little hourglass thing, and as it scooches down, you'll see there's these little black dice symbols, and that just means that the monsters are getting stronger. Those are attack dice. Those are extra attack dice. They're going to be able to roll as you go further in the game. The monsters get a little stronger because so do you. For instance, this guy just would roll 3 attack dice. That's what that means. So in the further rounds, he'd add either 1 or 2 dice to that. So let's see what we want to do here. We've got, one thing I always like to start with is getting some potions. So I'll just go right up here, and I just put that purple die. It just tells you exactly what you need. It just says a purple die, and in this case, it doesn't even matter what the number is. If you go there first, you're going to get 3 potions. You go there second, you get 2. So I went there first. I'm going to pick up a poison and 2 health potions. And on your little handy dandy board, it tells you the maximum number of anything that you can keep. And we start off with a very basic trap that I'll show you here in just a bit. So once you've gone, then it's the AI's turn. And the AI has a name, I don't know what it is, but you roll the dice and it's going to tell us where, if it's going to, the red dice denotes if the AI is going to work in the citadel and block spaces, or on a 5 to 6, the AI is going to come out here and either try to attack the monster or go after a mission. So on a 1 through 4, it stays in the citadel, and then the yellow die tells you which one. It goes 1 to 6. There's a little table in here that you can look at, but once you get it, it's really easy, because this is basically the 1 spot. This is the 2s, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it rolled a 1. So when it rolls a 1, it's gonna block a space here where we might try to buy traps. So it rolls the yellow die, and you put it up there. And then this little number here tells us on a 1 to 4, it takes out the top row. On a 3, it'll take. I'm sorry, on a 2, it'll take out these 2, and on a 3, it'll take out these. So it is a 4, so it's just going to take out these traps, discard those, and replace them. And it's just that easy. So now this yellow die can potentially give us, it's a pretty cool mechanic here, and I'll show it to you right now, because I want some traps. So when you're trying to buy stuff, you can get a reduction in price by the pips on your die. And any yellow die in front of you on that same track, you're going to get its discount as well, as long as it's bigger than your die. So for instance, if this was a 4 instead, I would only get a discount of 4 towards buying some traps, because it's not bigger than this one. But because it was a 2, and I just re-rolled it, where'd it go? Because it was a 2, I get to get 4 plus 2 is $6 off. So that's just a fun little mechanism, and you might see it more as we play. So I get a discount of 6 right now. You always have to pay 1, and I think I'm just going to purchase probably this guy right here, because I get a discount of 6. I got to pay 1 anyway, and I'll put that over here in my little traps section. You'll notice on the back of these a little trap symbol, and that's going to cost me 1. So I take this 1, I put it over there. Now it's my turn again. And, oh no, I'm sorry, that was my turn. So now AI is gonna roll another red and yellow die. There we go. Okay, so this 5 is telling me, again, on a 5 or 6, the AI is going to go out and it's going to either attack or go on a mission. And that 5 tells me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So roll a 5. So it's going to take a little token here. These are just unused tokens. And it's going to plop right down there on that track. So it's going to basically complete that, block me from completing that mission. So that's what the AI did this time. Back to me. And I've got a couple red dice there. And let's see here. So I could try and go up and take out that monster if I wanted. But I don't have any traps yet. I don't feel particularly good about my chances of surviving. Well, it has actually some pretty good chance here. So let me show you. There we go. So we have to go up here and we have to pick a path that we follow the prerequisites. So we need at least 2 red dice here, 4 red or purple dice there, just 1 there, and then it shows you a little bonus that you get as well. So I can't pick this one. I don't have enough dice. I can do this path, or even this path. And I like money, but I don't have any purple dice. I can only put down 1 red and 2 purple. So I think I'm going to go here. It'll give me an extra potion too if I go there. So I'll put that there. Then I have to pick someone that's going to go out and do battle. I'm going to pick Perkus here, my leader, because also my leader, when fighting monsters, gets 1 discount on... I'm not a 1 discount, gets 1 shield. So it's going to basically block 1 point of damage. So I'll put that there, and then you can actually send your mercenary or leader out with 1 each of each token. This will help me stay alive, and this poison one might help me take out the monster. So I'll put that there. And then just for going in that spot, I'm potentially going to get another blue potion that I could use to either survive or take back with me if I don't use it. So now it is, now I can also put down some traps if I want. So I think I do. I think I want to put down this trap. So you look below here and you can see these little outlines. And so you can put in a trap, or you can put in these shields also, will help block damage. You can put a bunch of traps there if you want. This one, for instance, would just give me an extra die to roll once I get to battle the monster. But I've got, the monster. So up here you can do one of 2 things. You can either trap the monster, and it tells you what you have to roll in total to trap it and what you'll get for it. You get 3 glory and 8 money. Or here it's saying in order to kill the monster, you have to roll a total of 17, and you get 4 glory and you get 1 victory point. And then up there, that is telling me, let me see. Okay, got it. That's telling me it's going to inflict an extra, just an automatic damage on me, including what it rolls. So I think I can survive that because it can only roll 3 damage dice and potentially hit me 3 times. Plus that extra one would be 4 damage. I am going to be able to block 1 of the damage with this. And then I've got 2 more potions here, which could heal me. You really only have 2 hit points. Basically, they all work the same. There's like, this is healthy. This is hit once. If you get hit 2nd time, you're dead. So that's kind of a pretty simple system there. At any rate, we're all set. So I have just used my last dice. When you use your last dice, you're done. The AI doesn't get to go anymore. And then I usually just kind of come up here and I clean up house really quick. So I forgot to reload that. We can take these dice off the board here. And then in order of things, you're supposed to do your missions first. So this guy, the AI, basically did this mission. I'll just discard it over here. And the missions always rotate. So next round, we're going to have new missions out here. And now we get to resolve this. So when we do, first the monster gets to attack. So it's going to get 3 black dice. And the monster's going to roll those, and on a 1 to 2, it's a miss. On a 4 to 6, it's a hit. I'm sorry. 1 to 2, it's a miss 3 to 6. 3 is just, if it rolls 3, oh, you don't want to know what happens when it rolls 3. No, it's just from 3 to 6 it hits. Okay, here we go. So let's see how the monster does. Ugh. Okay, so the monster missed me with that 1, but hits me with this 5 and this 6 are a hit. And it's not like how much it hits you, it's just they are a hit. So again, when I attack a monster, Perkus's ability is it gets a 1 shield. So that blocks 1 damage. This damage now goes through. I don't have any shields here, but I do have a potion that I could use to basically heal myself as soon as I'm hit simultaneously. So I will just discard this, and I have survived the attack. Oh, then it gets that +1, just an automatic attack, and I'm going to use my health potion again to block that. I could still survive if I flip this guy over, but I would have end up healing him anyway. So Perkus survived the attack, and now it is my turn. So with this, I can discard it and get myself, so this is a trap. So I can discard this, and I can get an extra red die. And now I can roll these, and you can roll them all together, or you can roll them one at a time. Usually you just want to roll them one at a time, unless you're really going for the kill, because you can't take back your attack, if you will. So it's a cool feature that if you get 13 or between 13 and all the way up to 16, you just trap the monster. Once you hit 17, though, you kill the monster. You can't have trapped it. You accidentally hit it too hard if you were trying to trap it. So I think that's a fun way to attack, is that you got to kind of sneak up on the thing, unless you just want to devastate it and you kill it. But right now, I kind of want the money. So, and also I'm going to get 6 to my whole addition here in trying to trap the monster. So really, all I need is a total of 7 on my 3 dice here. So, and then I could possibly poison it too. That could do another 2 damage. We'll wait on that. So we're gonna roll. Here we go. So I got a 3. All right. So 3 plus 6 is 9 damage so far. Trying to trap that. I can use this 6 to either try and trap or kill the monster. But it's a 3, 5. Okay. So we got 5, and now we're at 11. We're very close to being able to trap the monster. In fact, we could with this poison die, but we'd rather, or this poison token, but I think we'd rather just try and keep hitting it. And so we got ourselves a total of 16. 10 here, 6 there. That is enough to, now if I wanted, I could poison the monster and actually take it up and over and kill it and get the victory point and the little extra glory. But I think for now, I kind of want money here early game. So I will have trapped this guy, and it's saying I'm going to get 3 glory and 8 money. So I'll just discard him up there. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to get my money, honey, and then 3 glory. I just move this track 1, 2, 3. And what that is doing is giving me room to hire more mercenaries. More mercenaries are going to give me more dice and more options. They all come with their own little special powers here to do all their special things. Like this guy, he had that automatic block. Remember, this guy over here gets to reroll a yellow die if it's used out here. So that was 1 round, and we'll just reset and put all these dice back over here. This refills. There's an A side. The A side goes here, and then the B side goes there. There's actually a little bag. Because these are double-sided, the game comes with a bag up here. I don't use it. I just put all these B side down and then flip it over and put the A there and then the next B there. So I don't really know what's going on. But and then everything else basically refills as you purchase things at that time. So you don't really need to reset anything else. We get our poison back. We get Perkus back. And then this little bar thing, this doesn't change, and there's a whole new set of bars over here. This doesn't change until you actually conquer the land, and I didn't conquer the land. So what happens now, though, is a new monster shows up in town, or not quite in town, but at the walls of the town, a Bizor. So a little tougher there. That is going to be we're going to roll 4 attack dice, but now we have to pay our mercenaries. So we pay our mercenaries according to where we're at in our glory here. So just each mercenary gets paid 1 coin. So I go over here, I spend 1 coin, because I've only got the one mercenary. This is our leader, don't have to pay him. And leader's paying this guy. So we're done. We go up here, we go to round 2. Slide that right down. And we check. Sometimes we've got more dice to roll, but we don't. We didn't get any extra mercenaries, but I think we will this round. So it's round 2. I'm collecting my dice like I did before. We get this bonus red one because we're still, as soon as this gets over onto this track, well, we're going to have to pay our mercenaries more, but we're also going to get to roll an extra red and a yellow die. So you always roll your yellow dice first. See, oh, nice. Glorious 1. Not so good, but again, that might give us a chance to follow depending on what the AI does. So it's my turn, and so we, let's see here. Oh, and I used this trap. Sorry, so this trap goes in the discard over there. I would like to buy another. So over here we got mercenaries. They cost 7, 11, 7, and then up here is just a stack of novicius, which are just always, they're all the same, and they just it's kind of a generic mercenary you can get to get an extra red die, and it gives you the ability to basically change any color die into any other color die. That's his power once a round. So, but I have plenty of room here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could hire, if I could afford, that is, I could hire Lusara here, which would give me 2 red and a purple. That's pretty strong. And so I will probably wait first and just see what the AI does. What do I have up here? Looking at my mission options, I'd have to put 3 purple or yellow. So yeah, I think for now I'm going to go ahead, and I just really need to, chances are it's not going to roll. What it'd have to roll is either a 1 to 4 on its red die, and then it'd have to roll a 1, 2, 3 on its yellow die to take this action and give me a chance of getting a bigger discount. So it's kind of, the odds are it's not going, so I'm just going to go for it. Now I only get a discount of 1, but and over here, Corgo says I can re-roll a yellow die, but that's only, that little symbol tells me it's only if I use that yellow die out here, outside of the Citadel. And I'm not going outside of the Citadel. So to get a 1 discount, let's just pick up somebody that we can pretty easily afford here for 6. So 5, 6. And let's see, who do I want? Do I want this Frostor or Nimra? And I think, so Frostor would just give me an extra potion every round. Nimra gives, much like Perkus over here, just, so I'll go for something different. I'll take Frostor. So you take this, you add it over here anywhere. That's your mercenaries. You tick your reputation up, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this case. So I've got room for another mercenary as long as there's only 3 reputation on that mercenary. I get these dice. You get the dice immediately. So I'm going to get a purple and a red. So those are now go right into my pool. If it was a yellow one, I'd roll it right away. Then I look over here, and in the blue section here, because I can see that it's a water, there's affinities in this game. There's 4 affinities, and they score you extra points, and they mean certain things based on other factors. Like if I had Frostor here, well, let's see here. No, that's not. Let's say I had bought, let me refill this. So that's refilled. Oh my gosh. So these are all water affinities. But in here, you'll find some fire affinities and some wind affinities. But if I had conquered this land, and this land is fire affinity, and then I put it down here, and I had a mercenary whose affinity was fire, I could have that mercenary settle the land, and then you don't have to pay the costs. That mercenary is happy it's settled this land and is part of your whole tribe and has some prestige, having its own land, and then you can stop paying it. The lands give you little extra powers as long as you've settled them. So and then the affinities, depending on how many of each affinity you have, scores you extra points at the end of the game. So the affinities all have some pretty cool things that it adds to the game. And I'm just realizing too right now, when I killed this workers guy, I may have taken a damage because when the monster that comes after you is the same affinity as the land it's attacking from, it gets an extra die. So it would have had an extra attack die there. And so so I kind of blew it. So let's just roll and see what happens. Ugh. Okay, so it would have attacked me. So Percus would have come back damaged. So there we go. I officially didn't cheat. But now that this monster, is water affinity in a, you'd think it almost get a discount. You know, oh, you get one less die because fire and ice there. But no, it's just going to get its normal attack dice. So the affinities have some cool little effects there that you got to keep track of as well. And so I went there. Now it is the AI's turn. Here we go. AI's rolling. So rolls a 3, is going to stay in the Citadel, and then, oh my gosh, 1, 2, it would go right there. Son of a biscuit. And oh my gosh, it's a 5. Wouldn't you believe it? If I just waited, I could have got a discount of 6. Mother bears. Anyway, so this 3 tells me it's going to take out this. Just gonna discard this again on a 1 to 4. It would have taken out this top one, and then a 2, and then a 3. It rolled a 3 there. So, golly gee, it's just the game's mocking me. It's like, oh, you're recording this? Well, oh, you don't think? No, what are the odds? Pretty good, I guess. So, there's that. It's back to my turn now. No, I'm not bitter. Not bitter at all. So let's go over here and let's get some more potions. I want to get some more health potions and maybe one more poison potion over there because I can have 3 of each maxed out on my potions. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does again. Whoa, 5 went all the way up there. So 5. So 5 or 6, it goes outside of the Citadel, and then that 3 tells me what track. So it's going to go right there. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically. So it's going to go there. So now the AI, and again, whoever's furthest left has to take out the monster, and then if the monster's gone, whoever's left gets to try to take out the land the monster had conquered, and then you get to take it back. So this guy right now is going to automatically, AI doesn't have to fight, just automatically kills the monster. So knowing that, I could put someone here, a mercenary here, my leader here, so that after the monster's taken out, then I might be able to go after the land. Or I might want to be, knowing that this guy's going to take out the land, I might want to move over here and try and take out the monster. For maybe I really wanted to take out the monster. But in this case, I kind of just want to take out the land, because that'll give me a nice little bonus there. And then I'll, in the future, I will look to see about, well, there's one now. There's this red affinity guy there now. So it's got 4 reputation, which is a little more than my clan can handle right now. But as soon as I bump that up 1 more, which I would for conquering this land, you see, it's all coming together here. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. I'm going to put, so over here I have to look at my prerequisites. I got to have at least 2 red or purple die, and then I can have 1 more red or purple. Oh, but I got to roll a 16. Holy shnikes. That's tough. I can use the poison, though, to poison the lands, in addition to poison that I might bring. So that's each poison adds 2. So I'd have to roll basically a total of possibly 12 with 3 dice. Trust me, I failed many times trying that. So maybe we should go first and see if we can pick up... but then we might not have enough money. If I go pick up a trap, we might not have enough money to be able to pay off our mercenaries, and then bad stuff happens. So up here it tells you what kind of dice. If I use yellow, I can get discounts. But if I use a red die, I don't get any discounts. So it doesn't matter what number I use up there. I'm just going to put that 3. It just gives me the ability to buy traps. I'm going to buy this trap for 4, because that'll still leave me with 2 money to be able to pay off my mercenaries. So I'll put that trap there. It cost me 4. It's an expensive little trap, but I really want to now. Now, if this guy rolls a yellow 4 and a 5 or a 6 red, I'd be really ticked off. Whoa, that was close. So rolled 5, but goes on this path too. Oh my gosh, that still has the same effect. because now he's going to conquer the monster with that one and then conquer the land with that one, leaving me with nothing. What a jerk! All right, well, hey, you're getting a full scope of just how the AI can mess with you. Because, yeah, the AI doesn't have to roll any dice. It's very simplified. It's just like, oh, sweet mother of goodness. Well, now I don't even have enough dice to do this. I need 4 red or purples just to do that. Foiled. All right, fine. I get it. So, well, it turns out this is going to end up being just a... basically a mission. Before I forget, Frost Ore, once around, gives me a potion. So I'm just going to go grab a poison potion, put it over there. And don't need more potions. So I think I'm just going to use this. I'm going to take these. This says use red dice. You can go to the mine. And if you use 2 red dice, you get 6. This 2, once that's gone, then you can get 4. And then you can use just single red die to get 2. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to get 6 money, all in preparation of perhaps buying more mercenaries later. Now let's see what this jerk does. All right. So stays in the Citadel and then goes on the 5. The 5 is this. So we haven't even done these yet. So so rolls the yellow and gets a 5. And then this 1 tells me it would remove this on a 1 to 4, and then a 2 or a 3. So it removes this. So we just discard that and draw a new weapon. These are cool. You can basically suit up your mercenaries, and your mercenary can have, excuse me, 1 of each symbol. So either a weapon, or it can have some armor, or it can have some magic ability here. And it allows you, this one allows you to roll purple dice a couple times. This one gives you a shield if you go into battle, and this one allows all your red dice rolls are worth +1 more with your hammer of justice. So anyway, that's its turn. I have a purple die left. It does me no good to go up here and get more potions, get 2 more potions, because I'm maxed out on my potions. I can't get any more. So I'm just going to use this purple die to basically, you can just go here anytime you just got any color die, you just put it there and you get 1 money. That's all I can really do with that purple die, because the AI beat me out here. So we'd reset. We're done. That was all of our die. These go back here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And these get discarded. And then there's really no no action here. This just takes out just with this fella kills this monster, and then this guy conquers this land. The AI doesn't get anything, just throws it away. And then this now will get switched over. This gets switched anytime the land is conquered. So we discard that. Get another one. These are double-sided, so I'll put that there. That gives us our whole new set of things, telling us what dice we need to be able to even qualify to go on the pass. We'll flip over the monsters here. Ooh, this guy is saying you can't use any weapon, so wouldn't be able to use this hammer against this particular bad guy. And okay, and then a water affinity and a fire affinity, so it doesn't get the extra die, but wow, it gets to roll 5 attack dice. And actually, because now it's round 3, it gets to roll a bonus attack die. So the monsters are getting stronger. Now I would, then I have to pay off my mercenaries. My glory is there, so each one gets 1. So I'd pay off my mercenaries. And then I would start the next round by gathering my dice, the red, purple, a yellow, a red, purple, and then a red die, and I would get after it again. So that gives you at least an idea of what the game is about, and I think I'll leave it at that for now, and I'll see if I can get up here and eke out a land before the gall-darn AI bust in on my action again. All right, appreciate you watching. I'm Board Game Rants, and I'm out. If you'd like, click that link. It'll take you to my weekly or monthly rant where I talk more about monster lands. Thanks for watching.